Hey, hello, and welcome to the show. It's me, John Park. It's time for JP's product pick of the week. Thanks so much for standing by, and sorry for having to delay the show there for a moment. We're having a little bit of a technical difficulty. We'll see if that gets resolved in a moment here. But first of all, I want to thank you for stopping by into our various chats. Thanks for hitting the YouTube chat over there. We've got Robert Cochran and Bela Graf Abdelhagen, Dave Odessa, hello, Johnny Bergdahl, good evening. The other place to check out our chat, of course, is our Discord server. So if you want to join this, you can head on over to adafruit.it/Discord. That'll get you over to our Discord server, and then you want to look for that live broadcast chat channel right there. Hey, Sam J. Ohio and Byron, Thin Man, Jim Hendrickson, Blitz City DIY, C. Grover, David WA90NY. Hello, thanks for jumping in. So what have we got going on? I have a pretty cool / pretty hot product pick for you to check out today. And if you want to go get a jump start, head over to this URL or this QR code to check it out. This show actually should be normally broadcast from within there. Something seems to have gone wrong today. That's why I was delayed trying to get in touch with some other people on the products team. If anyone is listening who can get to anyone on the products team, the discount and the allocation and the video embed, if you can take a look at those, they don't seem to have happened, which I will. Unfortunately, we don't have a way of doing rain checks, so if the discount doesn't happen, there won't be a discount. Maybe we can do it again in the future. So unfortunately, that's what I can say about this. However, it is still, regardless, even if it doesn't have the deep discount, it is a pretty cool product, and I want to have Lady Ada tell you all about it from her new news segment, and then I will give you a live demo. So take it away, Lady Ada.
Is the MLX 9632, requested by the Adafruit IO team, but also something that I've wanted to have for a while. This is a single temperature remote IR thermal sensor. So we have thermal cameras, and we have temperature sensors that you have to touch, like it has to touch the thing for it to tell the temperature. This is something that can tell the temperature of a remote object by reading the infrared light that's emitted off, like that's bounced off of it. And it's very similar. Like we used to have like the TMP007 or the TMP06. We have little sensors like the MLX 90, I think 614. But those you have to do on a breadboard, and there's like wires. This is a systemic UT. You plug and play it into anything. It has level shifting and regulation built in. We have Arduino code for it. We're going to have the Python code real soon as we do the port. And it's really a nice sensor because, again, it can do both remote and local sensing. This is the medical version. We'll probably have the other standard version as well. This one it can measure I think -20 to 100 degrees C of the remote object, but it's really tuned for remote detection of like human body temperature. It's meant for like, thermal temperatures for like, when you point it at your forehead or in your ear and it measures the temperature. That's the kind of sensor that it's designed for. So it has much better accuracy and precision when measuring. They say like livestock or people, but people can also be livestock and livestock can be people. So it's good for that, but it can also measure the extended range of 0 to 100. It's just really optimized for that, 90 to 110 degree range where you're going to get like 0.2 degree centigrade accuracy. So I have a little demo. And
I'm still thinking about this livestock thing you said. I'm kind of reeling from it. I'll be okay. Just 1 second.
Moo. Okay, so I've just got the sensor connected up here. And right now it's just measuring like it's just like the ambient is room temperature. If I put my hand over it, I'm not touching it. Here, I'll do it over here. I'm not touching it. It's just pointing at my hand, but it's detecting the warmth emitted from my hand. If I steal your can of soda and I point at the can of soda, you'll see it's cooler than room temperature because it was in the fridge, an hour ago. It's very, very fast. It seems very, very accurate. So far, this is the only sensor we could find that is at this cost level, pick and placeable, and can do remote sensing. So we're going to there's some projects we want to do with measuring temperature of plants, and it's very hard to attach a sensor to a plant. So because they're like flexible and they're like the leaves are delicate. So this is a great option for doing that. But anytime you don't want to touch a thing for safety or like medical reasons, you don't want to actually like touch the person or the livestock. This is a great sensor. But one of the only ones I think that we covered this on INPI or the Great Search. We were like looking for this sensor.
Yeah.
And now we're bringing it for it. It's in the store.
I don't want to touch anything because of medical reasons. Just
Moo. Yeah.
Okay.
Mute button there. Hey, all right. Yes, that's it indeed. So I'm very happy because thanks to the heroics behind the scenes, particularly Lady Ada for jumping to the rescue. And we had people out today due to the election day, voting day holiday that's going on in New York. So I didn't realize that, but Lady Ada was able to flip the various switches, and I believe we've got discounts and allocations and video happening inside the page right now. So I'll remind you the URL right there you want to go check out. It's product ID 6403. You can use that QR code too. But let me get, I got one right here. Let me get that out of the bag and talk about this. So this right here, that is the product pick of the week. This week, it is the MLX 9632 FIR Remote Thermal Temperature Sensor. So this is an I2C controllable breakout board with this excellent little Melexis sensor on it used for remote, not too far away, it's calibrated for a few inches away, but remote non-contact temperature sensing. This one is tuned to medical use, so think forehead temperature scanning, that sort of thing. It can be set to a wider range. It has slightly less accuracy, or it can be set into that narrow band for medical use. And what I want to do, let me get this out of the way here. Oh, that's not in, that's, I was going to say, there's the URL you want to go to. Let's bring up, however, the page right here. So if you go here, you'll see we've got a 50% discount. So this is normally $17.50 during the show. Right now, it's $8.75. You don't need a coupon code. Just throw it in the cart, up to 10, no resellers allowed, and get them before they're gone or before the show is over. A little bit after the show, the price will be set back up to the normal level, as is custom here. And if you take a look at this, so this uses far infrared, which is what that FIR stands for. It is the end of the infrared spectrum that's useful for measuring things like human heads. And it has a 50% field of view, so it's fairly tight in, and you use it from a few centimeters to a few inches away to monitor the temperature of something. This has an operating range of -20 to 100 degrees Celsius. So there was a question in the chat already about I'm looking for something to monitor the temperature of a CNC bit. I'm guessing that's getting hotter than 100 degrees centigrade or Celsius. So probably not this one, but I would think a similar type of IR sensor may be what you're looking for, because you can't just stick a probe on the moving CNC end mill, right? So could be useful in some cases just as a general, okay, that's hot enough that it's being used. You might be able to use this for example for a soldering iron holder. If you mount this in the end of it, you can see a tip that's hot or not. Again, it's not going to measure all the way up to the upper limits of your iron, but from a little bit away, you could probably say, oh yeah, that's above 100. I think that's on. But really useful for medical stuff. If you scroll down a little more here, you can see it has been factory calibrated, so you don't have to take care of calibration. It does measure the ambient temperature, so it has a little temperature sensor on there for just the air, as well as object temperature calculation. Standard measurement resolution is 0.02 Celsius. Medical resolution is 0.01 degree Celsius. It uses 3.3 volt supply, 1.5 milliamp draw, less than 2.5 microamps in sleep in a sleep mode. Uses I2C. We've got the Stemma QT. Let me bring up the photos of this actually while I'm talking about it. We have the little Stemma QT / SparkFun quick connectors on the sides there. Makes it super easy to just plug and play into your project. Or you can use the pins across the bottom there to plug it in. On the back there, you can see you have a choice of I2C address. If you flip that jumper, you can go from the default I2C address of OX3A to, I think OX3B might be what the jumper gets you, but the guide should say. And if we take a little scroll down here, you'll get to the data sheet. If you click there, that'll take you there. The Learn Guide last page downloads usually has that as well. So here you'll see the MLX 9063 FIR sensor, small size, easy to integrate, factory calibrated, ambient and object temperature calculation. Gives the some of the specs I just gave. Uses, body temperature measurement, non-contact thermometer for mobile and IoT applications. I'll show you in a moment. There's a project that Brent and the Ruiz brothers, oh, I just dropped mine. There's a project that Brent and the Ruiz brothers did for monitoring plant temperature. So again, something that you probably don't want to clip something to permanently, but you can measure from a consistent distance. Temperature sensing element for residential, commercial, industrial building air conditioning. Industrial temperature control of moving parts, home appliances, and with temperature control, healthcare, livestock monitoring. Oh, can't see the guy screen. Thank you. Let me bring that on. Why did that not show up? How about, here we are. Jump back. This was the product page. Part way down in here, there is a link to the data sheet, which is I'm checking out here. Just the front page of it is what I was reading off of. And I've got their drivers available here. So we've integrated this onto an easy breakout, so you don't have to wire it up on a breadboard. You don't have to do any of that. You can just plug it and play. If we go to the main guide here, you can see answering a question I saw over in YouTube. Can it measure liquids? Yes. I want to measure the temperature of coffee without sticking a probe in the cup. This should be, depending on the material, of course, if it's a thermally insulated mug, that's not going to work. But if you have something like ceramic that's pretty good at conducting that heat, you'll get a sense of, it's not going to be the same as putting a liquid probe directly in there, but you will probably be able to calibrate to that if you want. For some reason, for whatever reasons you're using, maybe turning on a heating element to rewarm your coffee. So there you can see that example is just pointed at a mug. If you take a look here along the side, we've got a link to the pinouts. So voltage in can be 3 or 5 volt. This is regulated down to 3.3 internally. You can tap into that 3.3, that 3 volt indicator there on that second pin. Common ground, I2C clock, serial data, and then there's Stemma QT connectors to those as well. On the back, you can see we get 2 addresses, so 2 of these can be used on one I2C bus without need of a multiplexing, and those will be addresses 3A and 3B. And if we take a look, also mentions this power LED and an LED jumper on the back that you can cut that little trace to turn off the green LED that's on the front. We've got drivers for CircuitPython, Python, and Arduino, and this works with Whippersnapper, which is actually what one of the guides will show you. Here we've got the downloads as well as CAD diagrams for it. The Whippersnapper example is this no-code indoor grow monitor with PPFD and VPD measurements. So this one uses a QtPy, ESP32S3, I believe, and a whole host of sensors, one of them being temperature, and then all of this is suspended above the plant and gives you all of that info. So this will show you how to set it up without code, just essentially drag and drop in Whippersnapper. So if we take a look at my live example here, let me go to the down cam to get situated. Oh, for some reason my fruit jam crashed there. I'll restart that. It's gonna pick it up? I'm just curious. It's booting. It's hopefully getting on my Wi-Fi. grabbing the current stock count and price. Thanks, Tyth. Yeah, I don't know what happened to the ticker there. Should be on in a minute. We'll know when it comes on. So here you can see I've got it plugged in over Stemma QT to a QT Py, and I've got it angled up so that it's not looking straight at the camera, but it's kind of looking at me standing here. You can use this, oh, there's the ticker. You can use this as a sort of a presence sensor, I suppose, if a person is different temperature enough than the ambient in the room, but really that's not what it's for. Really it's for checking the temperature of a thing that you know is there. If we take a look in my editor here, you can see the REPL down at the bottom. So the ambient temperature in here is 78.8 degrees. Object temperature, so me right now, that from this distance, my torso, 81 degrees. So if I step off to the side here, now it's pointing kind of at the ceiling there, and so it's pretty much in agreement with the ambient temperature. There's not a warmer object to look at. So if I step back in front of here, you'll see that goes up very quickly. If I just put my thumb here in front of it, you'll see that goes up very quickly to 86 degrees, 87 degrees. And I can put this right in front of my forehead to check for a fever. Hey, I'm good, 93 degrees Fahrenheit. I've just added some code in here to convert this to Fahrenheit because it's what I'm used to. It returns Celsius by default. And so the code, you can see right here, what do? We import this driver, the Adafruit MLX90632 library, set up the I2C bus, instantiate the sensor. I'm calling it MLX equals Adafruit MLX90632.MLX90632 on the I2C bus. Print out some pertinent information just by querying the product ID code EEPROM version. Then we're setting it into a continuous measurement mode rather than a one-shot mode. But if you just wanted it to be like a little, thermometer, pistol-style thermometer that you've used back in COVID days, a lot of, probably more than you do now, you could have it do a one-shot or grab a little average. The range, you can say mlx.measurementSelect equals Adafruit MLX90632 medical. Or you can set this to extended range. Just type in extended_range in all caps, and that will just set it to favor that medical range with higher accuracy or go out to a broader range. You can set the refresh rate, and then in the main loop, all I have to do is say, hey, is there data ready? If so, I'm going to grab the ambient temperature with mlx.ambienttemperature and the object temperature with the mlx.objecttemperature. I've then got those going through my little converter and printing them out, reset the data ready flag, and loop it, continue. So really, really great for this type of object sensing, particularly in that human/livestock heat range. So let's see if we've got any questions over in our chats. Come back here. Yeah, Sam said yes. It's on. Sam J Ohio said it's on sale now. Whew. And I'm not sure what this question is in YouTube. Betagraph Hagen says the 34FP80. Maybe that's a product that. Oh, is something. I see Gordy G mentioned. A different product. Oh yeah, something's going on. I wonder if it's my Wi-Fi. Something's going on with my overlay. I'm going to turn that off. But I can just go to the webpage and find out the same info, which is that we have, back over here, 97 of them in stock. I think we had 125 to begin with, so a few people have gotten them into their hands. C. Grover says, good thing to know the finger injury didn't cause a fever. Might want to replace the bandage. Yeah, the injury and what I was doing afterwards involved machine oil and steel wool and rust. So hopefully I'm up on my tetanus shots. But yes, that is a dirty Band-Aid. Sorry, I should have changed that before the show. Yeah, last week's product pick. So that would be a good presence sensor, I think was the question. I want to look down the top of the mug, double wall. Yeah, I don't have a beverage in here. Let's see. I've got some water that may still be colder than the rest of the room. May not be. I'm not sure. Let's check. Let's bring back the IDE here. And so we can see we're at 85. If I point that down in the water, 69 degrees. Yeah, so hey, that's working quite well, I presume, for checking the beverage temperature. I've just got that pointed down inside of this thermal water mug. What do we call these? Water bottle, thermal water bottle. Let's close that before I create a disaster. Yeah, that's quite a bit colder. These things work. It's quite a bit colder than the ambient. I'm impressed. All right, then I think that'll do it. Let me see if there are any other questions or comments. Yeah, so good for liquids, good for people, good for livestock. Okay, I think we'll wrap it up right there. So again, if you want to go grab one or some, that's the URL you want to head on over to. They are $8.75 right now. They'll be back up to $17.50 after the show. And that right there is my product pick of the week this week. It is the MLX 9632 Far Infrared Temperature Probe. For Adafruit Industries, I'm John Park. This has been JP's product pick of the week. Thanks everyone so much. See you next time.